Good morning, dear students. Today we will be studying the topic respiration from the chapter Life Processes in Science class 10. So we'll begin with the definition of respiration. What actually is respiration? So a respiration is a process in which the organisms they utilize the food substances, they break down the food substances to get the energy, that is called respiration. So what is respiration? In respiration, the oxidation of the digested food, absorbed food is taking place because carbohydrates are present. So we can say that respiration is the process of oxidation of carbohydrates to release energy. And this energy that is produced as a result of respiration is used by the organisms for the physiological activities. Now, where this production of energy takes place in the cell, the site of respiration in the cell is the mitochondria. So, within the mitochondria, the breakdown of the carbohydrate takes place and energy is released and stored in the form of ATP, which is commonly called as energy currency of the cell. That is why mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. So now let us look upon the various steps of respiration. First step of respiration is the breakdown of glucose, which is a 6-carbon compound, into molecules of a 3-carbon compound, which is called as pyruvic acid or pyruvate. Where this steps occurs? This step occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell. Whether the organism is aerobic or it is anaerobic, this step of breakdown of glucose is common in all organisms. It occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell. And what happens in this step? The carbohydrate molecule, the glucose molecule, it is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, each containing 3 carbon atoms. Okay. Next is the fate of pyruvate. What is the fate of pyruvate? Fate means what is the future of pyruvate that is produced within the cytoplasm after breakdown of glucose. Now this pyruvate from the cytoplasm, it enters mitochondria in case of aerobic organisms, where the carbon atoms that are present in the pyruvate are released one by one in the form of carbon dioxide and energy rich ATP molecules are synthesized. In case of anaerobic respiration, the further breakdown of pyruvic acid takes place in the cytoplasm only and ATPs are synthesized there only. Now let us look the types of respiration. On the basis whether oxygen is utilized or it is not utilized, the respiration may be either aerobic or it may be anaerobic type. In aerobic respiration, the breakdown of pyruvate or pyruvic acid takes place in the presence of oxygen in the mitochondria, where the carbon is released in carbon dioxide, and along with carbon dioxide, water molecules are also formed in this process. Whereas in case of anaerobic respiration, as we have discussed, the breakdown of pyruvic acid takes place in cytoplasm only, and all the carbons of the pyruvic acid are not converted into carbon dioxide. Okay, so either the synthesis of lactic acid takes place or the synthesis of ethyl alcohol takes place during the anaerobic respiration in the cytoplasm. Now, this ethyl alcohol is synthesized as a result of anaerobic respiration in microorganisms like yeast or bacteria. This process is also sometimes called as fermentation. whereas the lactic acid is synthesized in some microbes as well as the muscle cells during heavy exercise. Now, let us look the reason why pain in the leg muscles occurs when we are running, when we are doing exercise on a sudden day, when we are doing heavy exercise on a sudden day. What is the reason for pain in the leg muscles in that case? So, the reason is because when we are doing very heavy exercise, when we are running too fast, then what is the reason for pain? The reason is that because during that too fast running, the respiration, it starts in the absence of oxygen, and as a result, the lactic acid is synthesized in the muscles. So, due to the deposition of this lactic acid in the muscles, the pain is or the cramps are formed in the muscles. Now, this pain, it can be minimized after taking some time of rest. Now, let us look what are the different methods of breakdown of glucose. What are the different pathways of breakdown of glucose in different organisms. You can see here in the slide that the very first step of the breakdown of glucose, which is containing the 6-carbon molecule, it occurs in the cytoplasm, and during this step, the 6-carbon glucose molecule is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid or pyruvate. Each of them is containing 3 carbon. Along with this, some amount of energy is also produced. Now, further, as we have discussed, the fate of pyruvate depends on the organism, or we can say on the presence or absence of oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, like for example in yeast, this pyruvate gets further broken down in the cytoplasm only, and here the ethyl alcohol or ethanol, which is containing 2 carbon molecules, is synthesized. Along with this, a molecule of carbon dioxide and some quantity of energy is also produced. Now, in our muscles during heavy exercise, again, the further breakdown of this pyruvate takes place in the absence of oxygen, and during this process, a molecule of lactic acid, 3 carbon molecules, is produced. Along with the production of lactic acid, some amount of energy is also produced. Now, let us see the third case. In the third case, which occurs in the presence of oxygen, the pyruvate from the cytoplasm, it migrates to the mitochondria, where the further breakdown of this pyruvate takes place, and all the carbons, all the 3 carbons of this pyruvate, they are converted into carbon dioxide. The water is also produced, and a large amount of energy is also produced during this process. So, among these 3 pathways, maximum amount of ATPs are generated when breakdown of this pyruvate takes place in the presence of oxygen. Whereas, in the absence of oxygen, lesser amount of energy is produced. Now, let us look upon various strategies that are followed by organisms for the exchange of gases. Now, different organisms, they have different strategies. They use different organs for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen is required for respiration, and carbon dioxide is produced as a result of respiration. So, this carbon dioxide also needs to be removed out of the body. So, for exchange of these gases, different organisms use different methods. For example, some unicellular organisms and some simple organisms, those organisms which have simple body organization. So, in these organisms, the diffusion method is used for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. In plants also, the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide is by the process of diffusion through the stomatal aperture that are present in the leaves. In some organisms, like the fishes, gills are the respiratory organs for exchange of gases. The fishes, they absorb oxygen that is dissolved in the water, and also they secrete their carbon dioxide in the water only. One thing that we have to remember here is that the terrestrial organisms like animals, they have a slow rate of breathing, whereas the aquatic organisms like fishes, they have a fast rate of breathing. Now, what is the reason for the faster breathing rate in case of fishes? The reason is that the amount of oxygen that is dissolved in the water is fairly low as compared to the oxygen that is present in terrestrial environments, that is present in the air. So therefore, the breathing rate in aquatic organisms is faster as compared to the breathing rate in terrestrial organisms. So in the next class, dear students, we will be discussing about the process of respiration in animals or in human beings. Till then, thank you so much.